Hi everybody, welcome to the Grinch class. We are going to get started here tonight with our container and our oasis. So you're going to get a bucket of water, slide it over here, or you're going to fill your sink and you're just going to toss it in there, and you're not going to push it down because then it won't take water in the inside, so you just have to let it wick, and then you don't have to worry about your greens not getting a good drink. Now, care for your Grinch trees. They are going to go through a lot of water. Even though there isn't flowers in them, the Christmas greens drink lots. So I would check your levels like twice a day, morning and night, just to make sure that it stays fresh for you. You can miss them as well, but they definitely need water in the container. So you're going to take it out the long way, like that, and you're just going to tuck it in your container. Move that out of the way. Okay, then you're going to go to your greens pack. You're going to get that open. This tape is really sticky. Okay, I always leave the cellophane on the table, so because the greens do actually have a lot of sap in them, and you're just going to separate them out into the 3 different kinds that you have, like this. Okay, so the first one we are going to start with is you're going to find your bigger piece of fur, like that. And you're just going to clean all of this stuff off. Just, you want a nice clean edge to put in, and you're just going to put that in the center like that. And then you're going to take another piece a little bit smaller. You're going to clean your edge off, and you're going to put it the opposite direction. So when one goes this way, you want the other one to go this way. Okay, then you're going to find your pine and your bigger piece, your tallest piece of pine. And just clean that off to make sure you have a nice clean edge. And you're going to put it in directly behind the last one you put in. And that's all you're putting in of the pine at this point. Then you're going to find a tall piece of your cedar. And you are going to, I always, because it seems to give it a better lean, you want it so that just tucked in behind, because then it's all going to go this way. And then you're going to find another piece, fairly long piece, but you want the drape, you don't want the drape to go up, you want it to go this way. So you're going to tuck that one in right in the front. So you have this very funny looking collage of greens going up like this. Okay, so then you're going to take your wire, your long piece of wire, you can see that, and just to make it easy, you're just going to, at the base, wind it around, and then you're going to twist it so that it doesn't come apart on you. And then the rest of this short little piece of wire, you're just going to tuck into the greens or into the oasis if it's long enough. Okay? And you're going to take this wire, so you're just going to hold this like this, and you're going to start to wind your wire around, and you're going to do more than one so you don't have to worry too much. Your wire is definitely not long enough. So once you have a little tail and you're ready to tuck, you just wrap it around, again, one of those, and then you're going to get another piece of wire. I like to do them in sections like this because it's just easier. So you're going to do the same thing as you did at the bottom. And you're going to, whoops, mine come apart. Just going to wind it up. You can do it at the top, you can do it at the bottom, whichever. And then again, you're just going to tuck that in to your greens so that you can't see it. And then you're going to hold this again. And you're going to wind again. We're going to need to do this 2 to 3 times. Okay. Tuck that one in. Mine, I think, is going to be a 3 one. Tuck that one around. Just like that. And now you're completely wired, so you can kind of shape it to wherever you want. I like mine a little bit bushier at the end. If you don't, then you can do one more wire at that point. Okay, so now we're going to go back into our greens, and again, we're going to start with our fur. And these pieces are way too big, so we're going to cut them down to more manageable sizes, kind of like that. And you're just going to work your way around the base of the container. And these doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be totally covering, because you do have 3 greens that you're going to use, plus you have a bunch of cute little things to put in there after, so it doesn't need to, this stage it doesn't look good. I don't know how else to put it. So I'm just going to cut these little pieces off. This one, way too long. We're going to cut that one in half. And if you're cutting it in half, make sure you clean your edge to put them in. Because if you don't, see that little nodule right there? That's going to make a mess of your oasis. So you're just going to cut above that. Take that piece off. A couple more here. We don't waste anything. This is what you should be left with, or nothing. Okay. So then we're going to go back to our pine, to these pieces, and again, we're just going to cut them off. So until you have a smaller piece like that. And we're just going to tuck these in all the way around. Again, this one, I'm going to cut the top part out. Tuck that one in. And then I'm going to leave this piece. I actually like these pieces better than the other ones because they fan out a little bit more. Just make sure you clean off your ends. Okay. And then we're going to go back into our cedar. And again, we're just going to fill all the way around. We're just layering. It's pretty much what we're doing. One green on top of another. And again, if you get a piece like that, you just want to get a little bit cleaner stem, like that. And it is key to getting it in, or your oasis starts to break. And that's not fun, so you don't want to do that. But if you do, just take it out and put it in another spot. So make sure that it gets enough to take water out. So we're going to use all of these pieces. We're just going to cut pieces like that all the way around. And then when you get into, once you cut your tip off and you have pieces like that, you're just going to make smaller pieces like this. So when you go to put them in, I always do this, and then it fans for you once you put it in. Little trick to making it look nice and full and fresh. And you just continue all the way around until your green packet is gone. That's all we're doing now. And I'm down to my last. There we go. Okay, So now the next thing that we are going to do is attach our, you'll have one ball that is different than the rest. So what you're going to do is you're going to just hook it like that. And then you're going to just insert the wire, and then you're going to see it's going to come out the top. And you're just going to hook it in. You might have a wire up there already. There you go. Like that. Now, for our other bigger balls, we're going to just slide that through, wind it around, and then tuck that in. And then we'll have another one like that. Depending on the color you did tonight, will depend on what you have, but you can see the different sizes in them. So that determines which ones you're using. So the bigger ones go there. Okay, now we're gonna go to the fun ribbon. So we're gonna set that aside. And we're right side, wrong side. You're gonna fold the right side in half, like that. You're gonna open it up. Oops. And you're going to pull it to the center. You're going to pull that one to the center, just like that. And you're going to take your wire and put it through the center. And then put one on this side. And then we'll make a second one to put on the other side. So again, fold your ribbon in half, kind of smoosh it together, open your ribbon, pull to the center, open your ribbon, pull to the center. And then you're going to put your wire through the middle. And twist. Like that. If you get a little bit too much wire, just tuck it in like that. Make your stem. Okay. Tuck that in there. That one. Okay. So now you're going to get to the other smaller ornaments or balls. Some of them come like this with the wires on them. Some of them that are ornament style, you would have got little hooks like this, so you're just going to hook it in, and then you can hook it into your greens to go up and down on your Grinch tree on the top part. So we're just going to slide these in, and if you hook the wire on the way down, then that one I didn't, apparently. They just sit exactly where you want them to. And this is personal preference, where you want them, how you want it to look. So you can play at this point where the ornaments are going to go. And just like that. And that is our Grinch tree class. So I hope everybody has enjoyed themselves, and remember to water them, and have a great holiday season.